But yeah, long story short, to circle back on what you were saying, when you get that fucking news, bro, that's like that confirmation of like, yeah, nah, we're not finding a heartbeat. It's like, oh fuck. Yo, hey, what's up? Change your algorithm. Welcome back to podcast number 7.
Number 7. What's up, family?
Siete. What's up, man? How's everybody doing, man? I hope you guys doing good. It's your boy Jules.
Nate.
Yes, sir. Man, this one we're gonna probably tap in, get a little personal.
There you go. Tap in.
Oh boy, my heart's pounding, brother.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
let it
man.
loose, man.
Damn, this is probably gonna be like the most personal fucking pod in a minute. It's gonna be a little tough, but we're gonna get through it, man. Hopefully this is something that just this conversation. Hopefully we go about it the right way as best as we could, man. We ain't trying to be perfect on this shit. But yeah, man, we're gonna be touching on grief. How I've been managing it. Me and my lady. Maybe we could talk about grief in general. Things, moments in life that have like impacted us and how we've dealt with it, how we wish we would have dealt with it. Things we're glad about, things we're like, damn, next time we'll do a little better, whatever the case is. Yeah, bro. So, should I just get straight into it?
Yeah, let's get into it, man.
Damn. All right. So, as most of you guys should know, me and my fiance Samantha, we were expecting our first child, our baby boy Rafael Teixeira de Cunha Mendes. And I was trying to get him a real middle name, bro, because my girl was like over here trying to do this Brazilian thing. I heard they do it in Puerto Rico too, where they like throw the mom's name. And don't mind Nate. He's trying to make sure we don't have no technical difficulties. We were noticing some feedback from the wires kind of touching each other. So yeah. So So my girl was trying to hook him up with like fucking 2 last names as middle names, and I was like, nah, bro. So I was trying to have Rafael Alejandro de Cunha Mendes, just to show her family love too. Rafael was coming from a lot of love, a lot of 2 really great families, man. And we were expecting him by the due date, pretty much early February. And we were so close, man. We were so close, bro, which is fucking crazy, man. And unfortunately, baby boy didn't make it, man. He transitioned, bro, way sooner than we would have ever fucking imagined or ever thought of or ever even believed, bro. It's just, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Sucks.
Yeah, man.
And the shit just happens, man, and there's no answers for it. That's the worst thing about it, is to deal with the grief where things happen and you don't know what the fuck happened, like and things just happen in life, and you just try to find your way to best way deal with it, which I don't even know how you guys are super strong for dealing with this situation. Like, I know Sam makes her jokes, you make your jokes and stuff like
Right.
that, and try to look on the bright side of things, which is real good, especially to help heal and help move forward. Those laughs, like, all of that counts. You might think, and obviously you're gonna feel sad, but you guys, I'm proud of you guys for being like really strong and really like, just trying to heal, trying at least, doing the work and just sitting in it and not just like kind of, ignoring it.
Right.
You guys are
Appreciate
really just
that, man.
sitting in that shit and like, yo, let's just chill. Let's not just do nothing for like a while and just like sit and just feel that shit.
And bro, like the first thought is like, bro, how could we like end this nightmare like as soon as possible? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when we got the final answer. So just to fill you guys in, my lady was, we were, like I said, we were so close, bro. We literally just had an appointment with the gynecologist fucking 4 days before he had passed. So it was, 5 days. 5 days. Appointment went good. He's big. He's healthy. Heartbeat is strong. Everything good. Never had any issues throughout the whole pregnancy. So and then when she noticed that he wasn't moving as much, she was like, yeah, obviously we're working, we're still kind of doing stuff. She's like, man, I feel like I haven't felt baby boy move. We try to find his heartbeat with our own little Doppler at the house. And then she did it. And then long story short, we didn't find a heartbeat. So before I started getting like, really like panicky, I was like, yo, you know what? Just call your gyno, get an emergency appointment. And, and then we called. By the time they said, oh, if you're having any worries, just go to the hospital. Best case scenario, you're good to go. And then they just send you right back home. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go to the hospital.
Yep.
Because my main thing was I didn't want panic to like start. You know what I mean?
You can't even sleep.
Right, and then especially if nothing is wrong with her, or if like maybe he's in that space where it's like, damn, he does need care, but like her body needs to be calm. I don't want to like tip anything to the left where she's like panicking, she's stressed. We're driving now, and she's like panicked as fuck. Her blood pressure's high.
Yeah.
So unfortunately we got to the hospital and yeah, bro, little by little, like I'm not gonna lie, bro, it's like fuck, bro, like you see this shit in movies and we make movies and I'm like, bro, there's no way this is happening for real, bro. Man, you seen it, bro. Like we celebrated him every step of the way, man.
Every step. We were talking about him as if he was here already, like all the time.
Yeah, and sometimes I wonder if like we'll talk about that whole woulda, coulda, shoulda shit too, bro, because that's definitely something you go down,
Yeah.
But yeah, long story short, to circle back on what you were saying, when you get that fucking news, bro, that's like that confirmation of like, yeah, nah, we're not finding a heartbeat. It's like, oh, fuck. Like, it's like, no way, bro. And like, the nurses, man, they were super, they were empathetic, man, and they were kind of scared to tell us because they were like, fuck, like no one wants to give you that news, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And me and Sam just started bawling, bro, and I just held her, man. And it was like, fuck, it was nothing to be said, man. We were just holding each other, crying. And then her doctor, who had been her gynecologist, who had helped her sister with labor for her kids, she had pulled up right away to show love. And like, and the first thing she said was, hey, whatever you do, do not let your brain trick you into thinking you did something wrong.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad she did that, man, because Sam's like us, bro. She's like a hard worker. She likes to put, and then if something goes bad, it's like, well, what happened? What did I do? Like, it's like, and the first thing, I'm glad that was the first thing she said, bro, because it like laid the groundwork of like, yo, this was out of your hands. Fault. This was out of my hands. This was like, bro, the same doctor that said that just seen us 5 days ago and was like, bro, everything was healthy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure even when she got the call, she was like, what the fuck? Like, are you for real?
Yeah.
And it's one of them things that are, bro, it's unbelievable. Yeah. Like, I felt like it was a fucking dream. I couldn't believe when you called me
and told me. I was just like, what? I was like, yo, I was excited because I'm thinking, because I haven't heard from you in like a day or so since you texted me saying that you're going to go to the hospital. So I was like, oh, shit. I guess I didn't want to bother you. I didn't want to text you and call you. And, I was just waiting until, everything was, kind of done. And then when you called me, I couldn't believe, bro. I was just out. I was out of it, man. I was on the golf course, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? And I was like, nah, no way. And
yeah, I remember you just kept saying, no, bro. Like,
I couldn't believe it. Because like you said, you hear it in movies, you hear it in all these things, and it's like you never expect to for it to hit like close to home and like for it to happen to you, and then it's like, damn, it's. But
and bro, like when I tell you, bro, like we tried our best, bro. Like I remember, like the good thing is when she did get pregnant, I was like in good shape. I was on my eating shit. I was on my training.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, and then they say like morning sickness. I found this out during this pregnancy, morning sickness and like preeclampsia and I don't know about the other, like some women get diabetes while they're pregnant. Yeah. Supposedly that comes from the male.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like from our nut,
Damn.
pretty much. So if so make sure you're taking your vitamins, man. What's that? Sprite?
Pepsi.
Pepsi? Come
Diet
on,
Pepsi.
man.
Nah,
Your girl gonna
I needed something bubbly,
Oh,
man.
to
She was
like pick
drinking it
you
with
up?
me, yeah. Nah. Just sometimes, like when I eat, like when we go
Right.
get the junk food, I'm like,
Right,
all right,
right.
might as well fucking
Right,
match it with another
indulge,
junk
right?
food.
Because like Monday through Friday, you're like eating clean,
Oh
you're
yeah,
cooking
yeah.
at the
Oh,
house.
it's
Yeah.
always cooking Monday through fucking Sunday.
Right,
Yeah.
and bro, and that's what we were doing the same thing, bro. Like I
Yeah.
was making sure, especially when she was pregnant, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Fruits in
I
the
know you
morning,
was
water.
on it. Yeah, I
Then I
remember
was
you
like
telling me.
food, like bro, I was force feeding her eggs because she was getting tired of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm gonna fuck, like,
Yeah.
eat some eggs, and she'll laugh, and but and then I found ways to like make it enjoyable for her,
spice it up.
Yeah, and then even like she was having a tough time eating like steak or beef towards the end, but they say at the third trimester it's good to eat that for pregnant women because that like. I guess their iron starts to drop. So I was like, yo, it's even for you, like for your energy levels, So I was trying to find ways to like incorporate steak into our food, and it just sucked because it felt like it feels like you got scammed, bro. Like it feels like someone stole something from us and we can't do shit about it. And it's like
I can't imagine that shit, man.
But and then it's like the dude, the force that took him back home was like, bro, it's someone that you can't really question or you can't feel like, oh, like obviously you could go down that route, but that was something that God had prepared me, thankfully, in different ways. And we come from obviously a family who's like, we stay prayed up for the majority of it, for the majority of the time. And man, one thing I knew was like the sooner we can get to like acceptance of this bad situation, we could at least start like looking for the light,
Yeah.
Because it's like if we, like, it's tempting to stay in there. What the fuck? How? Why? Oh, you should. And like, bless my mom, bro. But even when I told my parents, bro, I was trying to tell them in the best way possible because I was like, I didn't want to just shatter them. Like they're fucking older.
Yeah.
They were excited. Like, I didn't want my mom to fucking, like, if she would have heard me fucked up, then it would have, like, everyone would have been fucked up, And it's like, damn, obviously you got to, like,
and your mom
feel
gets
it
super
too.
emotional, too, man. I know she gets, she was emotional in the baby shower. I mean, the baby reveal, she was emotional,
Bruh, she was crying,
and
man. She was
crazy.
crying when we found out we were having a boy, man.
Yeah.
My whole family, bro, we were so excited we were having a baby boy, man. First Mendez boy. Of this next generation.
Yeah, grandkid, Mendez grandkid.
Man. And first boy. First grandboy is period.
Yeah, first, that's what I meant, grandson, boy. Yeah, grandson, first grandson of the...
Oh, yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And he was going to take, my bad. Yeah, because obviously Zara and Amara Mendez, but, that's going to carry the name, man. And, it was heartbreaking, bro, but... I appreciate you saying you're proud of us because, looking back, bro, I'm proud of how I handled it. I'm proud of how I told. Like Javi, I ain't gonna lie, Javi got the roughest, my sister-in-law, she had gotten the roughest, like, delivery from me because she was the first one.
Oh, right, yeah.
And she was so confused that she kept, wait, what? Like, what are you telling me, Julia? I was like, bruh, I'm trying to tell you in the best way, but she was in such denial that she needed me to say like, yo, he didn't make it, he passed away,
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. And by the time I got to that, it was just like, bruh, I just started bawling, man. So and then, after her, I feel like from my parents, I did a little bit better. And then by the time I got to this is nothing. I didn't have to do this, but I wanted to because I knew that it's like, man, if we could at least handle it as best as we could, then they'll be encouraged to like pull through too,
Yeah.
So and then by the time I got to my older brother, I was way more solid. He was like confused. But then he was like, what the fuck? But then he like didn't want to get emotional because he seen me trying to hold it together. And then he knew Sam was with me. So he was like, yo, like, can I just say something to both of you guys? And he, he gave his words of encouragement and love. But man, bro, for Sam, at first it was like, You can imagine, bro. She was
Yeah,
like,
she
"Yo,
was
let's
carrying
let's
him
end this
too.
nightmare, bro. Like whatever is the quickest way." And it was tough, bro. And I was like, "Yo, boo, I know this is tough, man." But I was like, "Bro, I want to see my son, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm sure I know she did too.
So
But it's like
what
through
were the
that hurt.
options?
So they right away they
Again.
like give you like fucking like 5 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
But and then they're like, hey, by the way, like, you know, we need to know if you want to do like a vaginal birth or a C-section.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck, like,
Shit.
you know, we had plans, bro. You know, we had plans of doing a natural birth and all this good stuff. And it was like, fuck. And I didn't want to, like, I was like, yo, whatever you decide, like, I'm going to support, bro. Because at this point, it's like, bro, this is wild.
Yeah.
So and then the gyno gave her some words. She's like, hey, look, I know you. I know you're, you know, I know we've been in communication these last few months.
Yeah.
I know you wanted to do the vaginal birth. And to be honest, I know this is hard. She's like, I'm not saying this is going to be easy, but this would be best not only for your body, but this will help you for the next pregnancy.
Right.
You know? So, you know, Sam took that into consideration. Then also she didn't want, like, damn, if I do C-section, I know I'm going to have that scar.
Yeah, yeah.
I got to look back, you know, and she was still in that raw emotion. She's like, bro, I don't want to look and see a scar every time to remind me of the fucking day I lost my son. You know? So and then I was like, yo, if you want to do vaginal birth, like, let's get it, you know? So from there, bro, we were just, like, locked in, man, waiting it out. And then, yeah, we decided to see him. They had asked me if I wanted to do, like, skin to skin. And at first I said, yeah. But then fast forward, when she gave birth, I seen him, like, you know, he was, like, mucusy. He had a little blood on him, too. I was like, oh, yeah, clean him up. Clean him up a little bit. Then let me get my boy.
Then let me get him, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, so.
Damn.
But in those times, you know, she was like, fuck, you know, Sam, like a G, man, she was like, yeah, fuck it, all right, we're gonna do vaginal. And she decided, like, yeah, you know what, you're like, she agreed with me. She's like, yo, because even you know, my sister-in-law, shout out to her being there as well, she works in postpartum care. Okay. So she's like, yo, this shit sucks, but like this shit does happen. She's like, and I do gotta admit, the women who do spend time with their child, they're so happy about it months later, because it's like, man, it somehow heals the spirit a little bit, because you're like, man, I at least got to see, like, the little person that was, like, sharing my space with me for a little bit, you know? And their vessel. So I was like, so she agreed. So she supported that. Sam was down. So I was like, all right, cool, man. Like, now I gave my family, like, the rundown. Like, yo, we are going to see him. We are going to spend time with him. If you want to, like, I gave them the option, though. I'm like, bro, I know this is tough. This shit ain't normal. Like, you know, obviously it happens, but it's not normal. And it's up to you guys if you want to come see him. I would love for you guys to come see him, but it's up to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So thankfully, man, everybody pulled up, man, and this shit has been like a healing process, bro. And it's, even though it's been tough and a tough situation, it like forced us to, like, for me and Sam to up our communication to another level, bro. Like, you know, and then also, like, even for the family, like, I'm sure the family has a different respect for our relationship now, because it's like, damn, they done been through some shit together now that's like, bro, like, we can't even chime in, like, you know, because
they don't know what it's like.
It is.
They never had that experience.
Bro. Yeah, man. And I think they respect the way we handled it so well that it's just like, bro, from, you know, I can only imagine that they're just gonna have nothing but respect and support, you know. So yeah, man. So, like, Sam's mom, she had her own past trauma. You know, not to touch on people's too, you know, and shit that's not like mine to tell. But she had her own trauma as well that she had to overcome, and she did it to not only be in support of her daughter, to both of her daughters, because Sam's sister was in the delivery room with us, but to also come see her grandson, you know? Yeah,
and that was cool for her to come through, that you convinced her.
Bro, I was so happy that she came, man. Like, when I seen her, I was like, yes, bro. And she was she was happy too, man. She was happy to see him, and I'm just proud of everybody that pulled up, man. you know. And I wish you guys would have been able to meet him, man, but it was just a lot, bro. And then the time window was so short, bro.
Trust me, I know, because there's a lot of like little protocols that they have to do.
Right.
From what I've seen, like on the movies.
Mm-hmm. And then they also the hospitals are prepared for stuff like this. With some hospitals, they have this like little like memorial package where they give you his like, you know, they do it mad cute. They put like a little locket of their hair, footprints. You know, they it's like a nice little going away box of like memorabilia.
Did you end up doing the necklace for your dad?
Not yet. So we haven't gotten his ashes yet. So that's next. Yeah.
Okay.
But we have his cute little urn, man. It's like a blue little heart with like feet on it. Damn. Yeah, it's wild, bro. It's a wild experience, bro. But you know, we're making the best of it, man. You got a cute little urn. Yeah, man.
Yeah. And it's hard to like to try to say something that's encouraging, because there's really nothing that, like, I mean, you can try all day, but there's nothing that is gonna be like, oh yeah, I understand that one, yeah, for sure. But you know, everybody has stuff to say, but unless you went through it, there's nothing really that you could say that could like help in some shit like that. Like, it's nothing. It's just something that you and Sam, which like I said, I'm proud of you guys for just doing what you guys are doing to try and heal from this shit, man. Because it's fucked up, for real. It's not no joke. Like, it's damn. Because even the next day, nigga, like you said, it felt like a bad dream. Like, when you said that, same shit. I woke up, I was like, I was just looking at the ceiling, and he was like, oh, you good? And I was like, nah, man, this shit just feel like a bad dream, bro. Like, this shit feels fucked up. And then we went to, like, the cafe to do coffee and all that shit, and I'm just seeing, like, the shit that fucks me up is seeing the, you know, the kids, and then I'm like, I'm looking at them like, oh shit, you know, like, we were all once babies, and then like, but anything could have happened where we couldn't make it, you know what I mean?
For real.
And like, you know, you see them walking around, and it's like, yo, you know, you're lucky to be here. Hey, and again, it's just a reminder.
You little fuck. I see you threw ketchup on the floor. You better be thankful you're alive.
For real.
What?
Yeah. Hey, and it's funny. It's funny you say that, though. Some people turn that way.
Oh,
like, in real life, no, for real, because they take that road that you were talking about that you didn't want, you know, that you shouldn't take.
Right.
But they take that route, and then they become this bitter person.
Super negative. And
it's in tons of Lifetime movies.
I mean, because it's like, it's human, bro.
Yeah.
One, I think it's like our brains want to protect us, right? So we try to get out of that bad situation as fast as possible. And then two, it's hard not to let yourself become a victim to something like this. Because it's like, bruh, there's really not much you can do except accept it. And if you don't want to accept it, bro, which is fucking tough, you're going to become a victim of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of relationships kind of go south because of this shit, man. Like, it's, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I really give it to y'all for being together and being strong and learning that communication shit and just kind of crying together and being there for each other, because everybody heals different, and that's why the relationships go south when this happens, because a lot of guys don't know how to, you know, be emotional like that. So like, fuck, I'm just gonna go to work till like, you know, and like not even see my girl.
They just go right back to the grind. Just trying to like power through it.
Just like, that's it. Like, I don't want to talk about this shit no more. It happened, like, oh, whatever. And then that, you know, and then sometimes the girls like that.
It's like that little fucking bit of like avoidance like turns into like this fucking big ass gap of like, then now they're not talking about other shit, and then it's like this elephant in the room, and it's like, nah, man. Yeah, man, that's one thing I definitely didn't want for us, bro. I wanted us to like be comfortable with it, and then I also did it now. Because, you know, we have other people that I'm sure are going to eventually have kids. People who have kids already who are babies. And we're like, oh, man, they're like, oh, man, I can't wait to Raf's born. And I don't want them to see us doing like, or like us being fucked up. And then now they're like, man, they're like afraid to talk positive about their kids. Or they're afraid to like fucking, you know, like Sam's sister was like, damn, you know, her daughter is adorable, bro. We love her daughter. And you know they always send pictures and stuff. She's like, man, I'm even like second guessing now if I should send photos. And I'm like, nah, hey, don't do that. Like,
Yeah.
man, we have nothing but love for her. You know, like it's okay. Like you know, bruh. At the end of the day, it's God's timing, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it is. It really is.
And God's gonna make sense of it. And that's the whole thing, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest, God's gonna make sense of it somehow.
Yeah.
When you were saying like you can't really say much, I'm like, bro. One, that's true. You don't really know. Like a few close homies were like, bro, I don't even know what to say. Just know like I'm here for you. You know, and like that's one thing that you can legit say because it's real, it's honest, and it's like, bro. Like my homies is like, hey, bro, whatever. If you want to just link up and just play tennis, if you don't even want to talk, but you just want to play tennis, like let me know. You said the same shit. You're like, bro, y'all want some food?
You want
like,
some Brokeback Mountain shit, nigga? Huh? What? Nah. No, I'm saying if you want
play tennis, yo, you acting weird,
acting
man.
weird as fuck. Yo, tennis.
Saying, like if you want to play, if you play, what are you talking about, man? I ain't
Take
that
the racket.
emotional, man. Yeah. Hey, stay over there. Rio coming to support. He see we feeling the emotional vibes.
Too Rio.
So yeah, that, and then also like, obviously it depends who you're talking to. For us, I definitely accepted the, hey, yo, I promise you, God's gonna find a way to make sense of it, and like, God will bless you guys and like take care of you. And it's like, damn. You know, it's like, man, it realigns you, and it's like, all right, bro, like for real, man, like, because, bro, it's like even us coming back home, bro. You know, that was like the next like elephant in the room because her family meant well, and they're like, yo, do they want us to like go to the crib and like empty shit out? And I was like, bro, I'm not trying to like cut corners through this process. One, and then I'm not trying to trick myself into the fact that, oh, we weren't like prepared for a baby or he wasn't here.
Right.
You know, and I get it. They were looking out for Sam, you know, and her emotions. But, you know, I even told her like, bro, one, we could spend time with family for sure. Two, we can't stay away from home for too long because it's like, bro, then we're going to build up this like shadow in the corner. It's like, oh, let's just keep, not yet. And then we're just going to keep, like, being afraid to go home. I was like, bro, the sooner we can get there, even if it's just to check in for, like, a day or two, then go back to spending time with family, cool. Yeah. So, and then that's what we ended up doing. And then by the time we got here, it was like, all right, we cried a little bit, man. You know, she got a little emotional. You know, it's hard not to, bro. We come in, we got his fucking crib that has been set up for, like, fucking 6 months. We got his changer. We got cute little toys. We got his little affirmations book. We were reading him at night, bro. We were reading him affirmations. So like that, and those are the things that could easily turn like negative in a sense, because you could feel like, damn, like, you know, sometimes it's human, bro. You can be like, bro, we did all this for nothing. Like we don't get to go home and take our baby home. You know what I mean? We had the car seat set up. And it's like, damn, bro.
Can't
like,
imagine that
like when
shit,
I came back to the car to get her so we could like check out of the hospital, I was like, damn. Like I see the car seat set up, I was like, fuck, man. Like I'm telling you, there's just moments, bro. There's moments where I'm like locked in and doing what I gotta do, and there's moments just like slap you in the face, bro. And I was like, all right, man. Cried it out, but then I settled myself. And I was like, all right, let me go pick her up. Keep, you know, stay positive. And it's like, I'm still giving myself moments to like grieve and cry and shit, you know. But having a woman that you want to be strong for definitely gives you that extra inspiration to like, man, let me like be. You know, and I wonder if it's also because we were having a boy. Like a part of me is like, man, like my boy knows what's up, man. You know what I mean? Like we gotta hold down the fort, man. And it's not that I don't miss him or regret not being able to bring him home, but it's like, man, all right, once he transitioned and went back to God, it's like he's good realistically, you know what I mean? His soul, his spirit, he's good. Like, and then, you know, now I gotta make sure his mom's good, you know. She's the one that held him for 9 months, bro. And yeah, man, coming back home was definitely a little tough, but this, you know, the sooner we got back, I would tell anybody, if you're dealing with something like this, the sooner you can get back in your space, and it, you know, just be okay with it, cry through it, but then just know, like, bro, this is your space, and be proud of the preparation. You see, man, we were so blessed to fucking have all these gifts, and now we're trying to figure out, like, bro, like, just keep it all, or some stuff should we give it back? And that's a whole nother process that we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sooner you can get back home, good. And then also look at all the preparation that you did for that baby with pride, man. Don't let it turn you into like, fuck, man, like slapping shit around. Like, bro, I'm proud that we were this prepared and we were excited. We were excited to have a child, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. And I told my girl the same thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with the fact that we were this excited. Like, it's a beautiful thing. I'm glad he felt that fucking love like 24/7, you know? Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Fuck.
And one thing, I tell you this funny shit. So someone told Sam's sister, like, oh, hey, man, just let them know that, you know, time does heal and, like, it does get easier, right? And I was like, damn, felt good. But then you're like, but they will never forget.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
they'll
bitch.
Never
I'm
forget.
like, yeah, just give us the time will heal. Like, but you'll never forget. I'm like, bro, okay. It's like they rubbed our back and then like slapped us in the back. I was like, bro, all right.
Oh,
So, but then
there's like no right thing to say.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's just trying, like, you know, they're trying, but it's
man.
there's nothing like it's fucked. Like, and that's all it is.
It's like you're walking like a tightrope and you're trying to find the best way to go forward.
Right.
You know, we appreciate that jerk chicken, my boy.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Man, appreciate that. Fucking my boy came through with a big ass tray of chicken. All we had to do is whip up some white rice, and then I held this down for like 4 days, 5 days.
Damn,
man.
for real?
Not 4 days.
Really? 4 days?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because remember, we were still having breakfast, and then we kept like eating it for dinner or lunch.
Okay.
We were like interchange. My parents held us down with some pasta and some baked ziti, which was fire, man. So yeah, if you guys know anybody that's grieving, man, or a situation like this, food definitely helps. Being supportive, saying, hey, yo, I love you, like, you're good, bro. Like, Ty found out, and he legit just texted me like, bro, I love you, I hope you're good, man. I don't really have like the right words, but just know I'm big, I'm bald,
tall. I'm still getting hoes. All right, I get it. You're light skinned. You get all of them.
Nah, he's wifed up now, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding.
So, no, he's just like, bro, if you want to talk,
and don't forget, I'm 13 inches long. The fuck?
What you fucking saying right now?
I'm just letting you know my attributes.
It's hard. I'm so light skinned. It's hard for me not to talk about myself.
That's good. No, Ty is great, man.
Yeah,
He's
Ty's a solid dude.
Yeah,
man. He's
definitely
really
a solid dude.
man.
He's like the first person that's like
that was like
6'5" or 6'6". That's like that's outside of like the whole
the RTH crew that felt like a RTH man. It's like him and Jesse.
And
Jesse's become.
I'm talking about tall dudes specifically. Like Jay Richards from 4 Y'all. Yeah, I don't have like Ty's the only 6'5". But yeah, like Jay Richards, he was cool as fuck, like cool a welcoming, warm
Jay
person.
Richards and Ty are kind of similar.
Yeah, they're kind of similar. Yeah,
they're
like
I'm super tall, but then they're like chill.
Yeah.
Ty probably gets a little more active than Jay. I don't know Jay like on a personal level, but
they play a lot of ball. I think like basketball. Yeah,
I know Trey does.
Trey. Oh okay. Yeah, I don't know if Jay. You're right. I've always seen.
I feel like Jay a little more chill. Yeah. But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. So he even just was like, bro, like, you know, so those things, like, just telling them, yo, you love them, you support them, and like, yo, just link if you want to link up. You know, I told Nick said same thing, bro. You know, and then, you know, obviously y'all boys were able to pull up, man. It was good to see, you know, Greg and Dave and them in person and chop it up and wink. Yeah, man.
Raph was a beautiful kid, man. Just seeing the pictures, just look the fuse in between you guys was crazy.
Yeah, he was a perfect balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had like her whole.
It's crazy.
He had her whole like middle face with like my eyebrows. Well, actually, he had her eyes too, but my eyebrows, my mouth. Yeah, bro. It was cool to see his little head full of hair.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we got to spend time with him, man. And then my niece got to see him. That was fucking amazing. I told you what she said, right? When
Yeah.
I was like, yo, look at his hair. I was like, look at his hair. Like, my boy got a
Mm-hmm.
tape already, which he did. Like, low key, he already had a shape up.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, Theo Dave probably did that for him.
Yeah.
And bro, that was like, oh man, it almost fucked me up. And then I called myself. I was like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, he gave him a haircut already, and he took him to the beach.
Damn.
You know, and yeah, bro, that was beautiful to hear that, man. And yeah, bro, that was definitely a challenge. And one thing I didn't want to do either is like attach ourselves to it. You know what I mean?
Like
I think
attach yourself to it as far as what?
Like, you know, when some people is like
the loss.
Yup, like this is what happens to us. Like, of course it would happen to us. And they like, I guess it's also like becoming a victim of it, because you kind of like create that story that like, it's like no. This was something that happened. It had to happen, and it's okay. We're blessed. We're taken care of. We got a lot of good things coming. If anything, we have some really big things coming that we need a baby Raph on the other side. And he was like, damn, to be honest, I probably should go back on this side, because I can help y'all a lot from this side.
Yeah.
You know, like if I'm here, I'm going to just be pooping in diapers, and y'all going to learn a lot from me here too. But if I go back on this side, I could kind of help facilitate shit. So so that's how I'm looking at it, man. You know, Sam said the same thing. She's like, you know, we both have like people that we love, people who have transitioned to the other side. But now we have someone that's super special to both of us that is looking out for both of us together as a union.
Agreed.
I'm like, yeah, I fuck with that, man. So my boy Raph up there repping big time.
Shout out to Raph, man.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Yeah. I just got this training racket. It's like a racket with a sweet spot. It's called the sweet spot trainer, where it's like the head is like small as fuck. Pause. And then when I was purchasing it, so you know about the push present, right?
The what?
Push present.
What was that?
So when your girl gives birth, you're supposed to buy them a little push present, and normally it's like it's like a piece of jewelry or something that's gold. So you could get them like anything really. So I got her a bracelet, and it was between a wishbone, which was for good luck, or a heart. And I'm glad I did a heart, bro, because when I gave it to her, I was like, yo, just know that's like Raph's heart. You know, you're gonna have it with you forever. So she cried, obviously, but she really appreciated it. And then she was like, "Oh, I want to get you a support present," which really that's not a thing.
Yeah.
But she's like, "No, I want to get you a support present because you've been so amazing through it." I was like, all right, well, if you do, there's this sweet spot trainer racket. And long story short, there was one that you can get customized. So I ended up getting a young Raph on the side of the racket.
Dope.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Dope.
So
that's
my boy gonna live long, man.
Raph, love you, man.
And
I know you're looking down on us, brother.
Facts.
And yeah, shout out to everybody else who went through a loss like this too, man. No, it's not easy, but yeah, man.
Anyone who suffered through miscarriage, early miscarriage, late miscarriage, full-term loss, which was ours. Ours was a full-term loss. Stillborn, like all of that shit, man. Got a lot of respect and love for all of you guys who have made it out of this, man. If you guys know any resources or anything, please feel free to link it. If you guys know anyone that maybe would connect to this conversation or you know, feel a little heard, feel free to tag them, send it to them. And then also, man, the name you give your kid is super important, bro.
Yeah.
Remember, we named him Raphael, and that shit means healed by God, right?
Yeah.
And it's such a strong name, and I was like, damn, bro, like specifically for me and my family, like coming in this chapter was like pretty important, and I was like, man, it's gonna be like a new chapter for us for real. Like, and it's, you know, healed by God. Like, what else is better than that name, you know? And then his color was green, and also when I was doing research after he had passed, you know, because we were starting to see greens. My sister-in-law was meeting a dude named Rafael who was Brazilian, who was wearing green. She's like, oh my God, people were sending us signs. Sam's cousin bought a new car, and in the car, when she opened the fucking glove little panel, a fucking letter that said Raphael something on it. But she's like, yeah, what the fuck? And it was all like, you know, connecting. So and then I was looking it up, and it was breaking down the archangels' colors and days. And Raphael is an archangel. That's where I got the name from. And I look, and it says the days for Raphael were Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
And the day we find that he had passed on the 4th, which was a Tuesday. The day we found out and noticed and got confirmation that he passed was Wednesday. And then the official date that he was due was the next Wednesday. So it's like, damn, bro. Like, if that's not a sign from God, like, bro, trust me, y'all good. Like, even through this darkness, it's like, bro, shit, bro.
Yeah, that's confirmation right there, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's it for me, bro.
It's a tough one.
I'm glad I didn't get sloppy and start crying and shit. But even if I did, it would be cool,
it's all good, man. Like,
I'm glad I kept it together.
This will, like, take that shit out, man. Like, push it out.
Yeah, word.
Because this sucks.
It's moments, man. Moments for sure, bro.
But yeah. All right, guys. Well, you guys go ahead and comment anything. If you went through anything, you know anybody who went through anything like this. And like you said, Jules gave some great advice on, you know, how to talk to people who went through stuff like this. So, and yeah. So remember to change your algorithm, man.
Yeah, man.
Tap in and don't take the victim road. See it from Jules, man. He's being strong as fuck. He has every right to fucking hate people and fucking throw fits every day, but he just chose another route, man. Making choices day by day, compound interest, man.
Right.
You know, letting the bad times soak in and let the good times soak in as well. Yin and yang, dog. So
yeah, facts. Facts, bro.
Much love, y'all. R.I.P. Rafi. I know he's up. You know,
fly high, baby boy.
Yep, he's up looking over us, man. Peace out.